Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of this SEYVUM brand, their 12 volt C11 model cordless drill set. Compact size, it's less than 1.7 pounds, it has a 2-speed switch, powerful brushless motor with 350 inch-pounds of torque. Tool bag, you can see in the back there, 8 drill bits and 10 screwdriver bits, an adapter right there, instruction booklet, and the charger you're going to need. And all you have to do is they include a card, scan it, and you get 18 months extended warranty on this product, which is really nice. Now I'm going to show you everything about this so you understand how to use it. It's a really nice drill. The first thing I'm going to show you is what a brushless motor means. Now I've got a lot of older drills that don't have brushless motors. They start to spark and the contacts go bad, and eventually they break down. What this has is a brushless motor. I've been using brushless motors for years on my model airplanes, and what you notice here, there's a bunch of magnets here and a bunch of coils and electrical connection. There are no contacts to wear out. This piece rotates inside here and there's no contacts to worry about. So that, what does that mean for you as a consumer is that the lifespan of this is basically infinite, and it means that it's going to have more torque and it's going to really last forever because there's nothing to wear out on it. There's bushings already in there that are lubricated. So I just wanted to go over that so you understand that. Now the way to charge this is real simple. On the battery there is a barrel connector, and on the charger there is a barrel connector, and there is an indicator around here, and that indicator will be red when you're charging and it'll go to green when you're fully completed the charge cycle. Then the battery goes on this unit only one way. You line it up like that and you push and it locks in place like that. Now before I show you the drill, I want to go over what are the components here. There are really nice drill bits. There's 3 wooden drill bits here and 4 metal drill bits, which also could be used in wood, but you have a choice. It's a nice selection. Then you have this nice driver which has the bits on here. Let's take one of these 1/4 inch bits off, and the adapter, so you put it on just like that. And now this is a keyless chuck, and what that means is that you essentially open it up. You do it by hand or you can use the motor, and you open it till it fits the 1/4 inch on there. Then you turn it clockwise just like that, and then you just hand tighten it like that, and then you have it all set. Now the operation of the drill is really easy. There is a trigger on here with a speed control. They use what's called the pulse width modulation circuit in there, and you have variable power just like that. Really nice. In the front there is a headlamp LED on there that does help you in your dark areas, like you're under a cabinet, you're installing something in your kitchen. That works excellent for that. Now there is a direction button as you'd expect. Click it in that direction and you see that it goes counterclockwise. In that direction it goes clockwise. That's great for tightening or removing screws. Whenever you're drilling, you always want to go clockwise because that's the way the drill is set up. It goes into the wood. Just like a corkscrew on a wine bottle. When you use one of those corkscrew wine bottle cork removers, same thing. You have to go clockwise to get that to dig in. Now on this side right here, there is the name brand right there, and again there's that switch to reverse the directions. Now on the top of the unit you'll see that there is a 1 and a 2. So when you have it on the 1, it goes slower. When you have it on the 2, it goes faster. So if you're drilling a smaller hole, you want to put it on the 2. Like for instance, they include a drill bit right here into wood. If you're doing something that is larger like that, then you want to go on the slower speed, the 1. That's just the way the nature of the torque goes. Now speaking of torque, it's an interesting word. You notice there's a little arrow there, and there's numbers from 1 to 23. That's where you are able to set very accurately the torque. And the torque means how much force this is going to have. So if I have it on one, it's really minimal force, so I can just hold this, watch. So really, it's not going to do much, but if you have a really small sensitive screw, it's going to prevent you from damaging it. It will turn that screw. Now if I keep increasing this, that's the torque knob. Let's say I try it on 12. Now I can't stop that easily. I got to really push to stop it. Now if you're drilling, you want to go to the higher numbers, like 23, but preferably you want to click it over to the drill position right there. And that means that there is no clutch, no torque clutch, and you're going to get the maximum torque to the end of the bit for drilling. Typically when you're putting in screws, you want to set the torque to lower values. And the reason you want to do that is because you want to minimize the force that is on those screws. This drill does come with a nicely written instruction manual that does tell you everything I just told you in detail on how to charge it and things like that, and how to use the actual product. This included holder is really nice because you can hold everything in here and zip this up, and it's a very small profile, which means you could bring this drill anywhere and store it in your house and not take up a lot of space. I want to talk about torque again and how much torque this unit can produce. That 350 inch-pounds, that's a measure of how much torque comes out right here. Now that is an average amount of torque. It's obvious this is a smaller profile, so you're not going to want to be putting in 3.5 inch long screws on a deck because it's not going to have the torque to do that. But for the majority of your projects around your house, this is absolutely perfect. Now another nice feature is whenever you turn the drill on, you get a little indicator right there of the status of the battery. The first drill I've ever seen that on. And to remove the battery is very simple. You just push right here and then it slides right out just like that. Then putting it back in, you just line it up and push and it goes right back in. Speaking about the ergonomics of this, it feels really good. They have a rubberized material all the way around here, and it's also a nice and quiet drill. It's not noisy, and it has really good feel to it. Now if you look close up right here, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, there is a little yellow fan inside there. You can see it rotating. So when you go, it's making wind. And that's keeping any heat that's generated by that brushless motor to be extracted out of the unit. That's really clever. Now those two speed settings that I talked about, one is 0 to 450 RPM and the other one is 0 to 1500 RPM. And that's simply you switch between the 1 or the 2 right there. I want to show you a demonstration of torque. So here I have Phillips head screw, pretty big screw that's in there. Got a pilot hole drill that I used the drill for. Now I'm going to have it on just setting 1 or 2 or 3, which is really low torque. So I'm going to try and tighten this screw on that torque setting. And you see it doesn't spin. It can't drive it in there because I have it on such a small torque. Now if I increase this, say I go to 15 on there, watch what happens. Then it starts to have more torque to drive it in there. Now if I keep increasing this to 23, then the torque gets even more and starts to drive it in there. So that's the definition of torque. You pick the appropriate one so you don't damage the screw head, and the appropriate one for the job. Now I just noticed I had it on number 2, so that should be really on number 1 because this is going to be turning much more slowly in there. Now if I want to reverse it, I just hit the reverse right there. So that gives you an idea about what torque means and its impact on turning a screw in wood. I heard an example of drilling a hole, which is real common to do. I want to make sure that I'm going clockwise, like I mentioned, and I'm on number 1 because this is a bigger diameter. And I can go into the wood, and it easily goes through there, and then I can reverse it to remove it out of the hole. Now if I'm using a smaller drill bit, let's say I will take this one off and I want to use the smaller one that's included. I close this down so that it will fit the smaller diameter drill bit. Again, you hand tighten this like that. Now because it's a smaller diameter, I'm going to pick the 2 setting because that allows the drill to go faster. Again, I have to go clockwise. And there's the hole, and you go backwards, and then you've drilled your hole just like that. And when you're all finished, you just put it all back in this nice little holder, zip it up closed, and you're all set to store it somewhere in your house or bring it to a job site. So after testing this product out, what do I think about the SEYVUM cordless drill? I like this product. It's lightweight. I demonstrated how nicely it works. I love the headlight on there. I love the way it feels. It's got a very good ergonomic feel to it. And the keyless chuck is very simple to use. All those clutch settings. And I forgot to mention, it does indicate right there the power that's left, so that when you're using it, you know when it's time to charge it. That's a real nice feature. I like this product. I'm going to give it a full 5-star rating. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're alerted to new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. Hope the information I presented here helped you with all your buying decisions. Thank you for watching.